So here we are. We've made some good progress. I'm really happy with the office. Can't wait to move in, but I'm really disappointed because the finishes aren't quite there. I'll start with this desk. This desk has little baby chips, but the other ones, and it's not a big deal, but we've got these cracks. Now these cracks weren't there until the last week or so. So it sat here for a month quite nicely, and here's another crack. I think maybe, I'm not sure what the problem is, but maybe it's got a high spot and the sides are leaning down, so the floor might not be particularly flat, but I'm hoping that if they had a little spray gun that they could fix that. The floor is really hard to work out what the story is because it's not super clean. But you can clearly see that there's a lot of marks here that just doesn't look like they're ever going to get up. There's marks over here. Now these aren't actually marks, these feel like cuts because we've tried to get them off, but there's probably a lot more than what we can see. You can see big cuts over here. They're actually a cut in the floor. I actually saw some of those tradesmen in here putting things here. Well, there's glue over here, you'll see. That's pretty hard to get off. And there's just cuts. There's cuts everywhere. There's more cuts there. There's more cuts here. And I actually probably the more I see this and the more damage I see, I'm thinking that that's a lot of tiles to fix up. You'll see them, and they get worse. They laid a lot of sheets over here of stuff, so that's probably, you'll see a whole lot of cuts over here near the window. That's pretty bad. So you'll see some things. I'll get the last ones just over here. Some nasty cuts there, and I'll move on from the floor now and just mention some other things. The ending of here is not complete. It shouldn't be too hard. If you come over here, you'll see that this is just it's a little bit of plastic, just not finished. I don't think that'll cause a lot of trouble. Let's go over here and I'll point out just the finishes in this room. You'll see that we've asked that to be fixed. It's bubbling here and it's there, so hopefully that can be done. There is paint on lots of things. Here's the paint on the door closer. There's the paint over on the corners. Basically the paint job is the stuff giving us a lot of trouble. And finally, the door doesn't close, okay? Now, one of the reasons the door doesn't close, so I've been told, is that this was drilled too much and this is not holding, and so even when you try to tighten it, it just loosens. One of the things that Josh's guys tried to do was they just tried to file this off, and it's made it rough and not smooth anymore, and I think that also caused it to catch. So I think that was a bad attempt to fix. Let's go over into the staircase. The staircase also suffers from cuts on the floor, and you'll see another cut over here. It's a little hard to see, but there is cuts there, and there's some defects going on here. What you'll find is, for some reason, he's got, you can see the white paint everywhere, so it hasn't actually been done well. This has not been done. Josh has agreed to fix all this, but we've been waiting some weeks now and it's still not fixed. It just looks, there's even a hole here, so that's really bad. So the hole goes all the way through. Anyway, if you go to the top of the stairs, you'll also see some problems. Okay, so it's pretty rough all the way up. So anyway, the staircase has been done, but it's really rough. And Josh did the staircase in and out. It's a beautiful effect. It's just rough. Now, this is meant to have a door stopper. It doesn't have a door stopper. And a door closer. There's no door closer either. Okay. So that's to come. We'll come over here. This is missing a mirror. And lots of rough stuff here. Like I see all this, and you just get all this type of problem. Nothing's aligned. I think there's small fixes to fix. And we'll just go into the bathroom right now. Excuse me. Thank you. So this, my biggest issue is the noise from the bathroom comes all the way out, and it's because the doors are really short. A lot of need something on the bottom. I think they were cut too short, and you'll see that this one door has the same problem. Put my hand under there, no problems. Okay, that's not great for just the sound is bad. This is missing a door closer too, so there should be a door closer up here. And if you come inside, you'll see that the mirror it's on the finishes, it's not there. And if just the finishes, you'll see the finishes are really rough, like crazy rough. And all the way over here, it's kind of rough. So that would be great if that can be fixed. Now, if you come in here, you'll also see some, like if you look here closely, this is just not the finish you'd expect of the job. We originally asked him to make all that white, but it's inconsistent whether it's white or showing the grout. This is missing the hook here, but that's hopefully to come now. But just want to mention these manholes only got maybe a coat of paint or two. Whatever they got, the colour didn't stick, and that problem exists on all the manholes in the office. And I will also mention around here, this area, there was a manhole here, and he's cleaned it up, but he's done it really messy. You can see these, I specifically before he started mentioning about the holes I cared, and Josh understood, but his plasterers didn't. They've made this a real mess, like they've just left the dust here. This is just really unfinished. It's really poorly painted if you look closely. The finishes are not great at all. And that's probably not dissimilar to what the same guys did over here. So the same guys did this over here, and I called this out as well. You'll just see that if you look closely, this is just doesn't look great. Like it's a real messy finish, and I'm disappointed by that because it was a big deal to me that we kept that as good as possible. Another thing over here. This was not nicely done. I talked to Josh in the beginning, and this was to look as new. Now, Josh didn't do the windows, but this stuff, like I think it needs an L shape or something. It's just really messy, all this stuff. It's kind of almost embarrassing. Anyway, let's go in the boardroom. I'll start with the door. The door is still like this. I've called this out. I'll come over to these joins. Rough, really rough. And you can see how rough that is. It's a huge gap. You probably need it from the other angle. On the other side, it's beautiful, so it can be done, but this one is not done. We'll come around here, and you'll get an idea how messy the finishes are. This is apparently finished, and this has already been double checked as well. Because we wanted to put the blinds in, but we still can't do that until that's done, and it is everywhere. It's all along, and even the skirting here, this skirting is just fallen out. It's not in, and there is a lot of, you can see this green filler stuff that
This green drives me a bit batty. There's multiple greens that you can see. I don't think that should be like that. I'll mention the joints. Here's the joints. I did talk about these joints, but they ended up being rough. Then apparently you weren't going to be able to see them. It continues along here. You'll see the joins are way up, and that gives you a bit of an idea what's the problems that we're waiting to get finished. Thanks. So that's that gives you a bit of an idea what needs to get fixed in Suite 12.